How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. And today we're going to be taking a look at the top 3 VPNs for your friends and family if you'd like to secure multiple devices without having to use a router. So, ordinarily you would have to install your VPN on a router in order to secure many devices or an unlimited amount of devices at that. And once you install the VPN on routers, anything connected to that router will be secured by the VPN, of course. So, problem with that is that some routers can be very expensive, compatible routers, anywhere between $100 to $300, depending on the quality of the router or coverage of the router. So, these VPNs right here, we've got Atlas VPN, Private VPN, and Surfshark. They're some of the, rare VPNs that allow for a big number of devices to be secured with just one subscription without having to use a router. And specifically Surfshark and Atlas VPN, which allow for pretty much an unlimited number of devices to be secured. Private internet access comes with more customization, more features, of course, but it allows for 10 devices still, which is quite a bit above the industry average. So before we begin, if you would like to check for links to pricing discounts, you'll find what you need in the description down below, as well as full reviews if you'd like to know more about these VPNs with regards to their advantages and disadvantages. So keep that in mind if you guys are interested. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just make this very short. I don't want to make this video too long, but long story short, the Surfshark, I think, would be the best option for most people in this case because it's a VPN that is known for being very cheap, but it still packs a whole lot of services, a whole lot of features. And specifically, I know a lot of people want to use a VPN for unblocking streaming services because too many streaming services have region-locked shows or movies, and having a subscription with a streaming service without getting full access to the content that you paid for is a little bit annoying. So I know a lot of people just want to watch their favorite shows before they go to sleep or after a long day of work, and they're just not able to because they're geo-restricted even though they're paying for that service. Surfshark is one of those services that will allow you to get yourself a 2-year subscription for roughly $60. And it still packs a whole lot of features such as multi-hop and static IP, these specialty servers. For example, static IP will always get you the same IP address. And this is a service that is actually not available in most VPNs because it's usually a paid service, but you can definitely get your own dedicated IP, but Surfshark at least gives you the option, like here are a few IPs that you can always go back to and get the same IP address. Multi-hop will route your connection through 2 servers rather than 1 for extra security. And then you've got connectivity here. You'll be getting whitelister, which is split tunneling, which will allow you to choose which applications to route through the VPN connection or tunnel and which you would like to have bypass the VPN tunnel. It's a very useful feature. The kill switch, which will disable the internet connection when the VPN disconnects unexpectedly. It's a good feature, especially for those living in censorship-heavy countries. You've got clean web, which is an ad and malware blocker. The WireGuard protocol, very useful protocol, super quick. And you've got the ShadowSox protocol as well as a handful of other protocols. The ShadowSox protocol will allow you to reach banned websites if you're in one of those countries that bans a whole bunch of websites for whatever reason. No Borders mode will help you bypass the Great Firewall of China. And most of all, the one and only VPN, which for the longest time allowed users to secure an unlimited number of devices until Atlas VPN also made that a feature of their own VPN. But Surfshark is definitely the VPN, specifically if you want to unblock streaming services. Out of all these 3 VPNs, Surfshark will have the best streaming service unblocking capabilities. So be sure to keep that in mind if you're interested. Now, let's move on. I'm going to keep Atlas until the very end because it's the simplest and It's very simple to explain. There's nothing too complicated about Atlas besides being even cheaper. Good for streaming services, but definitely quite a bit less reliable than Surfshark. But it will secure an unlimited number of devices in both their paid and free versions. So yeah, but of course with the free version, you're not going to be able to access any streaming services. Whereas with Atlas, with Surfshark, of course, you'll be getting access, very reliable access to streaming services. So with regards to private internet access, now you won't be getting an unlimited number of devices to be secured with just one subscription, but you will be getting plenty of features, and still you're getting 10 devices. 10 devices is plenty of devices to secure with just one subscription. And private internet access is by no means an expensive VPN. It's in the middle, I would say. It's not too cheap, but it's not expensive whatsoever. You do get a dark mode, just like Surfshark, which is very handy. And you get some, I'm not exactly sure what this tray icon style, I'm not exactly sure what this changes. Whatever, I'll just keep it at classic. And, with privacy here, you definitely have a kill switch. You have the ad blocker and custom DNS options. So as you can tell, we're starting to see more options than Surfshark. Of course, private internet access is known for having quite a few options in it. And we'll see that in the connection part right here in just a second. But you also do get split tunneling, of course, and you get port forwarding, and you get full port forwarding access, unlike Surfshark. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely check that out. And if you're not familiar with port forwarding, I'll leave a link in the description down below if you'd like to learn more about what port forwarding is, or if you're not sure what it is and you'd like to perhaps get into it. And then we've got connection. This is where it gets very interesting. Of course, you can pick your connection types between AES 128 and 256, and you don't really see that much you don't see this kind of customization in too many VPNs. Rarely, really. I only know of TorGuard that allows you to do that. So this is really cool because, AES 256 obviously is the best option for security, but let's say you still want to go with the UDP connection type, but you want a faster connection, okay? AES 128 will take less time to encrypt because obviously it's a weaker encryption. Not that it's not secure. Most people, even if the NSA wanted to decrypt AES 128, it would take a long time and it would be very difficult and it would cost a whole lot. So still, this is very secure and it will still keep your connection as fast as possible on an open VPN connection. If you want the fastest possible, just switch to WireGuard and you're good to go. Even then, you can, play with the ports. Of course, don't change the ports if you're not familiar with that. And like Surfshark, by the way, you do have a shadow SOCKS protocol and SOCKS 5 proxy, which will allow you to reach banned websites if you're in a censorship-heavy country. But of course, you don't really need to use these unless you're in a censorship-heavy country. And just be aware that these protocols will only secure your browser traffic only, so keep that in mind. You can select between ports here, which can also be very useful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And if we go down to the automation, this is where you can just add some automation rules if you guys are interested in stuff like that with regards to connecting and disconnecting, depending on which connection or which network you're connecting to. And dedicated IP, as you can tell, this is a paid option here. You cannot... you don't really have any set or public dedicated IPs. You only have the option of getting your own dedicated IP, which will, of course, cost you quite a bit more. So that'll be it for private internet access. Again, it does unblock streaming services, but with regards to, for example, Netflix libraries, Surfshark will definitely unblock more Netflix libraries. I've tried private internet access with a few streaming services here and there. It does work, but with regards to consistency and how consistent it is and reliable it is with unblocking streaming services, I just can't bring myself to really recommend it over Surfshark. It's not going to work as well. So definitely go with Surfshark. Cheaper option and better for streaming services. If you're looking for, of course, I guess just a few streaming services here and there, you could let me know which streaming service you would like me to test with, let's say, private internet access or Surfshark or Atlas for that matter, and I'll go ahead and make a video about that. so that you know exactly whether or not you want to get this VPN, because maybe some of you guys might just want to unblock Amazon Prime and that's all you care about, or Hulu, and you're not sure. And you also like, let's say, the customization options here with private internet access, but you're not sure whether or not it unblocks these streaming services. So I can go ahead and do the testing for you guys. And with regards to Atlas, again, just to recap, Surfshark unblocks an unlimited number of devices with just one subscription, being very cheap. A private internet access, a little bit more expensive. It will let you unblock up to 10 devices, but it gives you a whole bunch of features, including port forwarding and, custom DNS, so on and so forth. And you've got Atlas VPN with little to no features, pretty much no features here. The only thing you're getting is, the least number of locations here. You don't really get many locations, but you do get just enough for you to unblock a few streaming services here and there in Europe and stuff. With the settings, of course, you're getting a kill switch, and that's about it. That's all you get. And with regards to the start on launch option, yeah, that's really all you get. Nothing else. You do get a WireGuard protocol, which is pretty good, and the IKEV2. Definitely stick with WireGuard, and that's all you're going to need. The kill switch is also there, so yeah, you don't really get much. Atlas is a very simple VPN, and it's super cheap. And, it being that cheap, it means that, you're only getting for what you're paying for. But again, the 3-year plan is super cheap. You're paying roughly $50 for a 3-year plan for a VPN. That's, pretty generous when it comes to allowing people to secure an unlimited number of devices with just one subscription. Not too many servers, definitely nowhere near Surfshark or private VPN, but enough. Again, if you want me to test Atlas, private internet access, or Surfshark with certain services to make sure that they do unblock them successfully, let me know and I'll go ahead and do that. So that'll be it for this video. Again, if you guys are interested in learning more about these VPNs, you'll find links to reviews down below, as well as links to pricing and discounts. Besides that, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day.